Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Louder. So, Hichikata's about to scream at us for being foolish. When we returned, Hichikata was waiting for us. He was not pleased. Although his words were rough, it looked like Hichikata was relieved. He must have been worried about us, especially Okita.
今回だけは多めに見てやる。だが、二度と勝手な行動を取るんじゃねえぞ。
奇遇ですね、土方さん。
Oh my god.
僕も似たようなこと考えてたんです。近藤さんが助かったから、僕も今回は多めに見てあげようと思います。
ああ、そりゃありがとうよ。
ですけど、僕はまだ土方さんを許したわけじゃないですから。
I don't think I can take you seriously with all the blood covering your clothes and your face. As he finished, Okita's voice turned suddenly harsh. He then spun on his heel and stormed off from the room. I'd left the compounds without approval. I wasn't sure, though, if it meant that I'd be held responsible as well. My heart was pounding.
掃除が飛び出していかなきゃ、お前も出ていかなかっただろう。
Yes.
となりゃ、掃除が原因じゃねえか。あいつを無罪放免にしたのに、お前にだけ罰を与えるなんてことはできねえだろう。
I love you, Hichikata. You're the best. Seriously. I could hug you right now. All right.
分かったら少し休め。昼から寝てねえだろ、お前。
Oh. I didn't know how to respond. Hichikata wasn't usually nice. Thank you, Hijikata. I bowed and turned to leave. I bowed. Nearly at the door, and almost out of earshot, I heard him murmur to himself. Oh, no. No. It's not his fault. Okita's just taking it out on him because he was paranoid. Oh, God. The next day, December 10th, I didn't wake up until evening had arrived. I must have been more tired than I thought. It was nearly time for the night shift to begin, so I leapt into my clothes and dashed out of my room. Okita?
Nani?
Do you know where Kondo is? I went to check up on him and I didn't see him.
大阪の松本先生のところに行ったんだって。
Oh. Dr. Matsumoto?
その間、タイの指揮権は土方さんが預かることになるみたい。とりあえず、松本先生が見てくれるんなら、心配はいらないかな。いろいろと口うるさいことを言われるけど、腕は確かだし。
Gets on your case? Okita, that's not it. He's very worried about your health.
それはよくわかってるけど、口うるさいのは本当じゃない。
It looked as if Okita had calmed down, but only the day before he'd run off all on his own. I had to keep my guard up. No sooner had I spoken than a gunshot shattered the night air. Okay, I saw Okita's jaw clench. Okita, no! I rushed to stop Okita, but... Okay. Several more gunshots went off in succession, almost as if they were provoking us.
ごめん。
He dashed by me and ran off towards the sound of gunfire. How are you going to stop yourself? You have a sword! Oh my god. Okita! I ran after him. Oh, Jesus.
どうして追いかけてくるのさ。危険だから奉行所で待ってなよ。
Well, it's because I'm worried about you, you stupid fucking dumbass. Because I was worried about you, Okita.
僕は君に心配されなきゃならないほど弱くはないんだけど、確かにちょっと前までは病気で寝込んでたけど、今は違うし。
I understand that, but just know I was worried. I was sure my feelings were nothing but a burden for Okita. But that didn't mean I could just walk out on him either. Okay, so that makes you happy.
変な女の子だよね、君。
Huh? I'd expected him to be sneering over me with a cold expression, but...
さっさと行くよ。銃声が聞こえた方に近藤さんの仇がいるかもしれないんだから。
Oh, wait. Okay. My breaths were quick and staggered as we ran through the chilly Kyoto evening. It seemed as though many civilians had been frightened by the sounds of battle, so many homes were shut and locked. There were no signs of people anywhere. Oh shit. It's my brother.
まさか
Okita picked up something in this periphery and disappeared into the alleyway. I rushed to follow him. Oh no.
久しぶりって言っていいのかな。近藤さんを撃ったのは君。
Okita brooded with a silent, murderous glare. As I looked to see at whom Okita was glaring. Kaoru!
どういう心境の変化だ
Huh?
この前会った時は敵を見るような目でこの俺を睨んでたくせにこの後に及んで薫さんかお前のそういうところに無性にイライラさせられるよ
Well, I bit my lip. It was Kaoru who tricked Okita into drinking the water of life, but he was still my brother. I knew he was not a good person, but Okita, on the other hand, seemed to have no such reservations.
さっきの質問に答えてくれるかな。それとも喋りたくなるようにさせてあげようか。この件で。
やれやれ証拠もないくせに俺を疑うのこれだから人間ってやつはそういえばちょうどあの日だったかな五両絵師の残党にあったよ
Guardians of the Imperial Tomb?
彼ら騙し討ちにされた伊藤の恨みをどうしても晴らしたいんだって、けど奉行所に討ち入っても仇討ちを成功させる公算は低いって言ってたから街道に張り込んでみたらとは助言してあげた覚えがあるな
Then you...
誤解しないでくれる別に悪気はなかったんだよ新選組局長ともあろう人間がまさかあんなに好きだらけだとはさすがに思わなかったからね
この
Okita snarled and I saw his body tense to attack. So did Kaoru, and with another cruel grin, he snapped his fingers. From the shadows, men suddenly appeared. What? Okita and I stood for a moment, stunned by surprise, and Kaoru took that opportunity to put some distance between us.
ずいぶんわかりやすい罠だな。
負け犬の遠吠えかいいいよ
Ew.
好きなだけ吠えてれば
Sour grapes.
どうせお前たちの命は風前の灯火なんだから
Both of them wore cynical, twisted grins. They glared at one another. I inched my hand towards my sword. I didn't know how much I'd be able to do, but I wouldn't go down without a fight.
だけど相手は新選組の沖田総司だ銃で狙ってもなかなか当たらないだろうね
Huh? Why was Kaoru doing this? What could he be thinking?
悪いけどその遠回しな喋り方いちいち勘に触るんだよね。言いたいことがあるなら単刀直入に言ってくれる。
別にお前と話してるわけじゃないよ弱いやつから狙った方が楽かもねって倒幕派の皆さんに提案してるだけ
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. As he spoke, I suddenly realized all the guns were pointed towards me.
大した性格の悪さだね。どうすればそんな卑劣な手が浮かぶわけ？
なんとでも言えば
The guns exploded with noise. No! If we were this surrounded, there was no way both of us could dodge them all. Oh shit. Something blocked my vision. No! Oh, picture get! Suddenly, he was standing in front of me. All of the bullets that should have hit me were taken by him. Okita! Why? Why would you do that? I was speechless. Blood was already beginning to pour from his body. The sight of him tattered in bullet holes tore my heart apart, but he endured the pain, turning around to look at me.
どこも痛くない？
No! No, I'm fine. You took them all!
そっか。
He smiled out of relief. He wavered, then collapsed to the ground in a heap. Okita! 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 So he could get horribly wounded, but as long as I wasn't hurt, it was okay? It's not okay! It's not okay at all! I felt my vision start to blur, and I realized suddenly that I was crying. My voice broke as I tried to speak. If you get hurt, that makes me sad too. It kills me to see you hurt, just as much as it kills you to see Kondo hurt. I kept calling his name, but he didn't answer. He was still breathing, but each breath drew a pained groan from his chest. Okita! If it were just shallow wounds from bullets, then it shouldn't be too serious, but if his vital organs were hurt, then his life would undoubtedly be in danger. It was only then that I heard Kaoru's laughter.
抜けだな。まあ、起きたならかばうと思ってたけどね。
You! The blood drained from my face. You were trying to shoot him the whole time, weren't you?
どうだろうね。どっちにせよ。誰かさんを守ったせいで起きたは重傷だ。
I've never hated someone so much.
こんな役立たずをかばって怪我をするなんて、とんだバカもいたもんだね。
I couldn't believe what I was hearing, but I had no rebuttal. If I hadn't been there, then Okita wouldn't have been hurt. He never would have been shot, and he might have been able to fight his way out of Kaoru's trap. But I had been there, and now he was dying, and it was all my fault. Kaoru's smile was suddenly gone.
もっと苦しめばいいよ。
As Kaoru's signal, the men drew back.
お前も起きたもそう簡単には殺さない。
What?
可愛い妹と次に会える日が今から楽しみでたまらないよ。
Damn you! The words were out of my mouth before I realized I was saying them. Kaoru turned to look over his shoulder at me and smiled.
その顔、その声、絶望と怒りを知れば知るほど、お前の顔は俺に似ていくよ。血のつながりっていうのもバカにできないな。
Ugh, you're gross. With one last horrible smile, Kaoru and his men disappeared into the night. After what seemed like an eternity, I heard the murmur of voices. It was the Shinsengumi soldiers who had been sent out to investigate the gunshots. We carried the barely conscious Okita back to the magistrate's office together.
沖田君は銃撃を受けたのですか
Yes.
たとえ最新型の連発銃を使っていようと羅刹はその程度で死なないはずですが
They probably had those revolvers, I realized. Each man had fired off several shots without reloading.
銃による傷はいかに深くとも小さな傷に過ぎません銃弾さえ摘出できれば見る間に回復するはずですが
But why won't Okita wake up then?
わかりません敵方が持っていた銃に何か秘密があるのか
Oh, God. We kept tending to his scars. But Okita's wounds weren't healing. He'd fallen into unconsciousness and continued bleeding even after the bullets were removed. Hijikata called me into his room.
よう、悪いな。呼び出しちまって。
This is not your room, but okay. It's fine.
実はな、三男さんとも相談して、宗司の身柄を大坂城に移すことになった。
Okay. Osaka Castle?
ああ、大坂城には松本先生もいるし、ここよりは道具も揃ってるだろうからな。
Oh. I wanted so badly to be by Okita's side, but I knew that I needed to tend to the wounded here, including Yamazaki. If I leave Okita to Dr. Matsumoto, I think everything will be alright. As I turned these thoughts over in my mind...
雪村、お前も宗司と一緒に大坂へ行け。
What? What? Me and her had the same reaction. I wasn't expecting this. My eyes grew wide. I can go with Okita?
なんだ、不服なのか。
No, it's not like that at all. I was just wondering why, though.
今日はもうすぐ戦場になる。 ここにいるとお前も巻き込まれるかもしれねえからな。何より掃除のやつをほっとくと何をやらかすかわからねえだろ。
Clearly. Hijikata. I almost cried. I was so thankful for him. I could still be with Okita. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. I bowed deeply to Hijikata. Well, was that it? Is that it? We got a picture. Or is this the final chapter? I don't know. I guess this will be a long episode. On December 20th, I'd headed towards Osaka Castle with Okita. Yamazaki came with us to guard us. We had Dr. Matsumoto perform an initial examination on Okita, but his condition didn't improve. As a result, I'd had many sleepless nights. The new year passed and it was January 3rd. Word came from the messenger that a battle had erupted between the shogunate forces and the Sasuma Choshu troops. And then, we discovered how the end of the battle turned out before even the Shinsengumi were told. What does that mean? Okita, how do you feel? Hey, what are you doing?
何って決まってるじゃない。これからここで戦いが始まるんでしょ。なら僕も行かないと。
You're not going anywhere. You can't. Please, you need to rest. You're in no condition to be up yet. Besides, even if you go now, I don't know what good you'll be able to do.
どういう意味？僕なんかじゃ役に立たないって言いたいの。
That's not what I mean. I wasn't sure if I had the courage to tell Okita what had happened over the past few days. But if I were to avoid it, I was sure that Okita, whose wit often preceded him, would see right through me. I want you to remain calm as I tell you this. Despite the Shinsengumi's best efforts, the magistrate has fallen, and supposedly, Inoue was one of the lives lost in the ensuing battle. No! No! Yes. And the Supreme Commander, Lord Yoshinobu, has already departed for Edo. So it seems like we, too, will be heading for Edo aboard a ship. As the weight of the truth began to settle for Okita, it seems as though he struggled to speak. Oh, God! He powerlessly slumped on top of his bed. Picture get! Oh, God. Is he okay?
そっか。源さん、亡くなったんだ。近藤さん、すごく悲しんでたでしょ。
Yes, very much so. Okita held his head low, and he muttered to himself softly, almost like a one-way conversation.
僕は新選組の剣だったはずなのに。
The Shinsengumi sword? Oh, as he processed the news, he repeated this phrase. It almost felt as though he was lost in a trance, attempting to make meaning of a purpose for which he had worked his entire life.
もう一度刀を取って戦うために落ち水まで飲んだのに結局肝心な時に役に立てないまま江戸に戻らなきゃならないなんて。
But it pained me to see Okita so broken-hearted, so I couldn't help but chime in. I wasn't sure if my words were enough to resonate with him, but Okita, you protected me. Despite not being a member of the Shinsengumi, you risked your life to defend me. I'm very thankful for you. If you weren't there, Okita, I could have died. Besides, Hijikata and the rest of the men haven't given up yet. He said that when we return to Edo, we're going to make a huge comeback, and by then I'm sure Kondo will be ready to go. Okita paused, scratching his chin in thought as he looked towards the ground.
そうだよね。あれだけ性格も諦めも悪い土方さんがこのままやられっぱなしのはずがないし、何より近藤さんから新選組を預かってるんだから、それぐらいはしてもらわないと。
At last, I sensed Okita was regaining his composure.
僕の刀を取ってくれるかな。
Before I did so, I stared into his eyes to check and make sure he seemed out of his slump. All right. I grabbed his sword, which was displayed upon a rack, and I handed it to Okita. However, when he held the sword in his hand, his tone reverted to the melancholy from earlier.
ねえ、僕はまだ新選組の剣でいられるかな。
His words inflicted a dull pain upon my heart. I could tell his mind was lingering on the thought of Kondo, as well as the Shinsengumi, to which Okita represented the wishes of Kondo himself. Okita couldn't separate himself from the idea that his own well-being and interests were nothing compared to those of whom he remained loyal. It was something I'd noticed about Okita. Yes, so please rest for now. So don't worry when the time comes for you to hold your sword. You'll be there.
わかった。君がそう言うんなら、江戸に戻るまではおとなしく養生するよ。江戸に戻った時、心置きなく刀を振るって。
Okay, maybe not that far.
近藤さんの邪魔になるやつを、敵を一人でも多く切り殺せるように。
I couldn't tell if his newfound motivation was out of extreme loyalty to Kondo, or if he'd even be willing to slash at his own body should it not recover as we hope it will. Ultimately, it's his humanity I worry for most. Although, knowing Okita, he doesn't share the same fear. As the pain in my heart began to subside, I couldn't contain the tears which began welling in my eyes. And so, I had joined Okita on this journey back to Edo for whatever future was waiting for us on our return. Was that it? Oh my god, that was it?! So apparently this was Okita's good ending, which I personally think is bullshit because, like, okay, let's admit it. Okita's a nice guy. He's not like the creepy nice guys or like whatever, but he's like a gentle soul except for the fact that he has like anger issues. And he's super bitter and salty all the time because he can't do anything, which I get sometimes. Like, when you feel useless, it sucks. But he took it out so often on the main character. He was constantly like, I'm gonna kill you if you tell anybody I have tuberculosis. I'm gonna kill you if you do this. It's like, okay, alright, calm down. He was super nice in some sections and then really mean in other sections. And I'm like, I regret like, everything. I feel like there was like not that much romance. There was definitely like a lack of romance in his route or whatever. And it makes me feel like I chose the wrong person. Like, I really cared about him. I really cared about how he was dealing with the tuberculosis and stuff like that. But then as soon as he became, like, a fury, he's just killing people left and right. He spent half the episode covered in blood. Like, it's just awful, you know? It's just horrible. And let's not forget to give a moment to all of the people who passed away in this series. Like, goodbye, Furies, RIP, not really, I didn't really like you that much. Speaking of people I didn't like, Ito, sorry Ito, you're dead. You got assassinated, so that's even worse. And then, God, Gen-san, I'm really sad that Gen is gone, because he was literally with us from, like, the very beginning, and now it's just like, oh, well, he died. Too bad. And you're like, what? So, I don't know. Makes me sad. I think there's a epilogue to this, so here we go. Epilogue! Okay. January 1868. The Battle of Toba Fushimi ended with the Satsuma and Choshu victorious. As the shogunate troops retreated, the Shinsengumi headed towards Edo. 4 years ago, I came to Kyoto all by myself and searched for my father and met the Shinsengumi. I'm going to leave the city of Kyoto where I made fond memories with the Shinsengumi. Despite the defeat, his resolve didn't waver, and I've chosen to walk alongside him. We're going to head to Edo, without knowing what fate awaits us. And that's the end! Woo! Applause! I don't know, I mean, like, damn. This is a long-ass game. And a lot of talking. Jesus. A lot of people died. Okita Dokie-ta! Oh my god. The achievements got me dying. I love the fucking achievement. Okita Dokie-ta is the best. Anyways, something that I learned at the very end of this is that they give you a record of service, so basically you can start wherever their path begins. So in my case, I've unlocked Okita's record of service, which means that I can go back and get his bad ending and his neutral ending if I want to, which I don't know if I want to be honest. I don't even want to know what his bad ending is like. It's probably just him stabbing us to death. Anyways, here's some of his pictures. It's nice because you can kind of see all the CGI and stuff like that. Not CGI. Why do I keep saying CGI? It's CG. There's him eating the porridge. Yep, that was the most romantic thing we've ever had. Oh, well, except for this. Maybe this one tops it off. I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, that's the end of Hakuoki. Kyoto wins. Soji Okita's path. And next time, well, I mean, I don't know what we're doing next time, to be honest. We'll play some game. But eventually, I'm going to be playing through the sequel to this, which is Eight of Blossoms. And we will continue his path. And we will see if he gets any better than this mopey piece of trash. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.